Oppenheimer and the Manhattan Project, Fast History. In October 1941, with World War II raging across Europe, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt approved a crash program, meant to bring a decisive advantage to the Allied arsenal, the first atomic bomb. The program was ultimately named the Manhattan Project. Crucial to the success of the project and to the shortening of the war was none other than Julius Robert Oppenheimer. Born in 1904 in New York City, he attended Harvard College, where he majored in chemistry, the cornerstone of his scientific career, that would then steer more and more towards theoretical physics. He continued his studies at Christ's College, Cambridge, and then at the University of Göttingen, where he became friends with soon-to-be renowned scientists such as Werner Heisenberg and Paul Dirac. A stellar student, known for being almost too enthusiastic in discussion, Oppenheimer obtained his PhD age 23, with his then examinator reportedly saying, "I'm glad that's over. He was on the point of questioning me." He went on to pursue professorship at Caltech and then Berkeley, until he was recruited for the Manhattan Project in late 1942. During this whole period, there was considerable anxiety among the Allied scientific society that the Germans might be making faster progress on an atomic weapon than they were. Starting November 1942, on a flat mesa near Santa Fe, New Mexico, the Los Alamos Laboratory was born. The joint work of its scientists resulted in the world's first nuclear explosion, near Alamogordo, New Mexico, on July 16, 1945. The Manhattan Project was top secret and did not become public knowledge until after the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6, 1945. After the Japanese surrender and the end of World War II, Oppenheimer became a national spokesman for science. Nuclear physics became a powerful force as all governments began to realize the strategic and political power that came alongside nuclear weapons. Because of his claimed socialist sympathies and the nature of his job, Oppenheimer was under FBI surveillance for a long period, and even testified in a security hearing in 1954. Later, it was proved that he had no real ties with any communist factions and never took part in any kind of espionage for the Soviet Union. The famous line, "I am become death, the destroyer of worlds," stems from the passion Oppenheimer had for the Hindu culture, this being a passage from Bhagavad Gita, the ancient Hindu scripture, which he was persuaded to quote for a television broadcast speaking about his reaction upon seeing the first detonation of a nuclear device. Thanks for watching Fast History.